Let's get started. The latch bar exercise, daily exercise, should I say. We are going to do our cardio, and we are going to do our sit-ups and crunches. 10 set exercise, 3 steps. I just mentioned the steps. 60 seconds jogging in place. That's step number 1. Let's look at our clock. Let's make sure that our tracker is set. I got my clipboard on the floor. I got my floor mat over here. My latch bar is hanging up. So we will access the latch bar after our 60-second jog. That way we can engage in our sit-up and our crunch. Let's put a smile on that face. Let's get moving. 60 seconds, jog in place. Get your day started off the right way. Or if it's the end of the day for you, let's end it the right way. Let's go to work. Let's get nice and warmed up so we can burn some calories. That's what it's all about. You want to burn some calories. You want to get that old body back into some type of shape. The only way to do it is to go to work on it. Otherwise, it won't happen. Okay. Now for our favorite, sit-ups. What we're using the latch bar method. We're using the latch bar. You can actually do a sit-up or a crunch. I know a lot of us haven't done these things in a while, but this unit here, it will enable you to do what you thought you couldn't do anymore. And it'll make it so that it's easier on your back and of course on your neck. So let's get started. No attachments necessary. Hand grips and straps. One set is adjusted for sit-ups, and the other set is adjusted for crunches. One set at a time. 25 sit-ups. Let's go. And followed up with 25 crunches. Let's get those legs in position and let's go. How about that? How about that? And we're going to get our clipboard now and mark a 1 for what we just completed. You want to keep track of what you're doing because otherwise you're going to forget it. Or you're going to assume you did something that you didn't do. So you want to keep track of what you're doing at the time you do it. Back to step number 1, 60 seconds, jogging in place. Now that feels a little better. My body is loosening up. And if you're doing it with me, you can feel the second set feels a lot better. Come on, let's get moving. Join in. If you're an old timer, even more reason to join in. But you young bloods, you need to do something too. Yeah. You want to clean your health act up just as well, because a lot of you guys and gals have put some pounds on. I can tell that you're not doing anything because that's how you look. That's the way it goes. You need to get busy too. Doesn't matter how you do it, but you need to be active. If you're not going to follow my method, find a method to follow, because you need to be active. Remember, if you're inactive, Joe Pounds is coming, because you're just not going to burn off that food that you ate, because they both go together. You have to burn off the food that you've eaten, as long as you haven't eaten too much. If you've eaten too much, it's not possible to burn it off. Five sit-ups complete, 25 crunches to go. Get those legs up. Let's do it. Nothing to it. 2 set. Complete. Before you know it, you have 10 set. Complete. You feel like you have conquered the day. And that's it. Because tomorrow, start all over again. So you want to get a good workout and pay attention to what you're eating, because if you eat all the wrong things, it's going to null and void your workout, basically. After you put all this effort into your workout, don't throw your workout away. Be conscientious of what you're doing throughout the day. So you are working out and you're not overeating. Remember, as you age, your metabolism slows down. That's your digestive system slowing down. That means it's running slower. That's what it means. It's running slower. So that means you have to eat less. I know that's difficult, especially since our stomachs are all stretched out of proportion. It's not your fault. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's like that for a number of different reasons. And the biggest reason is that your stomach and your brain work together. So your stomach will adapt to as much food as you put into it. It will. You can eat 1 plate of food, you can eat 2 plates of food, you can eat 3 plates of food. It all depends on how much control you have of yourself. That's right. How much control do you have? Let's do 25 sit-ups. Do you have that much control? Here we go. Self-control is difficult. So you have to have self-control beyond recognition. Sort of like the self-control that Chris Rock demonstrated when Will Smith smacked him on national television. That was self-control. Self-control is demonstrating how you control what you eat just as well. Chris Rock, that was pretty serious. So what we have is a serious problem too. That's my point, and that's why I compare it. The same type of self-control is the self-control that Chris had is what we have to duplicate when it comes to eating. Let's do 25 punches. One thing for sure, most of us would not have been able to demonstrate such self-control. I understand that. That was really incredible. He was able to not respond back. Not at all. In fact, he continued the conversation and said that Will Smith had just walked up and smacked the you-know-what out of him. Yeah, that's what he said. So let's go to our next set, which is set number 4. And refocus back on what we should be doing here. We never stopped. We just went off the beaten track just a bit, just to prove the point. Self-discipline, self-control is very, very important. When it comes to staying on course, that's what this is all about. You need to stay on course. Otherwise, you can't make it happen. You won't be able to make it happen. Gotta stay on course. Hey, I can do it. Look at me. I'm just like you. I'm probably older than you. What are you doing? I'm not trying to compete with none of the young bloods. I'm not trying to compete with anyone but myself and my health. That's what you should be trying to do. Compete with your health. Make it better. You can do it. You can't do it by sitting around, snacking and drinking and all kinds of different things, all the things that you did when you were a young person. You can still have fun. You just can't snack and eat all the food that you did before because you're just sitting around and you're not going to do anything to burn it off. That's my point. That's why our metabolism is so slow and it can't digest all of the food that we put into our stomach. So it goes crazy now. You've got it not even recognizing all the food as food and nutrition that you're just wasting. But they're piling onto you in pounds. You got to do something about that. What can you do? Don't eat so much and exercise. Let's do 25 sit-ups. Following up with 25 crunches. You can see any of the Latchbar videos on YouTube at any time you like. All you have to do is go on to the site and you can put in the search at the Latchbar. Once it comes up, subscribe. And there you have it. You'll be able to see all of the Latchbar demonstrations and workouts exclusively. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Amazing. Amazing. I am so thankful that I can motivate myself to do this exercise. It is very, very beneficial and it has me feeling good. It could make you feel just as good if you worked out yourself. And you need to work out because one day you're going to say, how did I get to this point? I should have worked out. And now look at me. I need a sip of water, pardon me, so that I can continue. It's good to have water around while you're working out. Here we go. 60 seconds. Jogging in place. Doesn't matter what the weather is. It could be snowing outside. Doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to wait till good weather to get yourself back on track. You can do it in your home. That's right, you don't need that much space, and you don't need a ton of equipment. The latch bar is very convenient. You can put it away and you don't have to look at it after you finish using it. Return to where it's at in the morning. You can hang it in a closet and it's not in the way. Return it back to that closet in the morning, get your latch bar out, go to work. You see, once you have the latch bar, not only can you use it with straps, but you can use it with resistance bands. And I have a ton of resistance band demonstrations and workouts right on YouTube. Like I said, all you have to do is sign on. My channel is at the Latchbar. That's all you have to do, and then subscribe. And you'll see, I'm sure, a workout that you can do and you'll enjoy. Because we can't work out like those younger fellas and gals. We don't look like them, and we can't work out like them. So let's not kid ourselves anymore. If you want to get in shape, you have to make adjustments. Just like I said, you have to make adjustments for the food that you eat. The amount of food that you eat is much more important to make sure that you're not overeating, because we all overeat. Just admit it and try and correct it. Work on it. It's a job. 25 sit-ups. Let's do it. $25 crunches. You got to work on these things because that blood pressure is not going to get any better. Neither is that cholesterol. You got to work on these things. These things, eating food, too much of it, will send all of these health issues over the top and could cause death. Let's be serious about what we're doing here. 25 crunches. High cholesterol can cause a stroke. How do you get high cholesterol? From what you eat and not exercising. That's how you get it. You don't want to try and control that? High blood pressure? Basically, the same thing. We get it because we abuse ourselves in such a way that we forget that it's going to impact our health. That's how we get these things. Let's do 60 seconds, jogging in place. What I mean by abuse, we do a lot of things to ourselves, especially in our younger days, and we take it for granted that it's not going to impact you later on in life. Like alcohol, drinking alcohol has side effects. So it doesn't just go away. You drink it and it stays in your body. Not forever, no. But it will contribute to you having high blood pressure, okay? It's not going to wash everything out. It's going to contribute to you having cirrhosis of the liver. These things have long-term effects. And as we're young, we don't see these things happen. But we sure do as we age. In fact, we experience a lot of this stuff. And it's not good. Maybe some of your parents are going through it. And you know what I'm talking about. You can relate. So you stay away from these things as best you can. Because your parent has it doesn't mean that you are going to get it. Don't do what your parents did. You can straighten it out. Be like Latchbar. Let's straighten it out. Hey, you have to work on it. If you don't work on it, nothing changes. That's just the way it is. We can't turn back the hands of time. That's only in Disney. We have to live in the real world. What's happening to you now, and what's going to happen to you in the future. Come on now. Let's be conscientious of what we're doing to ourselves. And do something about it. Don't count yourself out. That'll happen in due time. While you're here, you want to try and make it last as long as you can. And if you can contribute to good health, or at least having good health while you're here, it means a lot. It means you'll be able to do things that you weren't able to do before. Or you'll be able to continue to do things that you didn't think you could do. Just trying to work with old Father Time. Not trying to beat Father Time, trying to work with Father Time and understand what we need to do as time goes on so that you can live with it. And there are things that you can do and that we've all done to contribute to bad health. But you can start contributing to good health by applying some common sense. And I know we all feel like we have common sense, but we're not demonstrating that we have common sense. Maybe that's what we need to do, start demonstrating that we have common sense. It'll show. That's right, it'll show. I'm sorry. I have to laugh sometimes at what I say. I hope I'm humoring you too, at times. But we have to take our health serious. And we should be having fun while we do it. Put on your favorite music. Put on your favorite TV show. Turn the volume up. Let it motivate you. Get your butt up and get moving. That's what it's all about. That's right. Don't lay out on that sofa. That sofa's going to put you to sleep. So is that recliner. Get up every 15 minutes so that you don't fall asleep. Because falling asleep, during those times, you could be working out for those 10 minutes, those 15 minutes. You could be on your feet. You could be stretching. You could be doing something to contribute to better health. Because most of us are contributing to poor health without realizing it, without giving yourself a chance. That's right. Because that's what that's doing. And you're counting yourself out before time. Give yourself a chance. I encourage you, and you should want to give yourself a chance. 25 sit-ups, let's go. Twenty-five punches. Let's do it. Don't take your life and your health for granted. Don't take for granted that your girlfriend or your boyfriend is in love with your weight gain. Don't think that. Don't take that for granted. Or your husband or your wife. It's all the same thing. You don't look like the person I fell in love with. It's time for you to go. Hey, does that sound familiar? They don't usually tell you that. But that's the way it is. I got this young stud, I got this young chick, you know, that's making me feel good. You just don't have it no more. That's how it starts. You gotta get in shape, you gotta stay attracted to each other. That's what it's all about. You can do something about it. Don't let that happen to you. Because it happens an awful lot. So pay attention to your health. Try and maintain that good looks as long as you possibly can. Because it's not going to last forever. We're not young forever. We're only young for a short period of time. Yeah. Most of us don't realize that. That's the way it is. You're not young forever, and everyone's health changes as we age. 60 seconds. Jogging in place. That's a good start. Like I said, you don't have to wait till those spring days. You don't have to wait to go to the gym. You don't have to get a membership somewhere to just go out and hang with your buddies. Really. Take it more serious and do it at home. Because you can't compete anymore. You better check out Instagram and see what those young boys and gals are doing. Oh yeah, they're on there. And that's what you're gonna see in the gym. Are you ready for that challenge? Hey, better you than me. Let's do 25 sit-ups. That bicycle in the gym is not going to do any more for you than jogging in place. Neither will that elliptical or the treadmill. You can jog in place and get just as much out of doing that. And you can do it year around. You don't have to wait to any specific season to work out in your home. You don't have to wait until a clear day or until the weather breaks. You can work out in your home. 60 seconds, let's jog in place. Let's get it on. Stop procrastinating, because that's all you're doing. The longer you procrastinate, the longer your health will deteriorate. Just look around. You don't have to take my word for it. You have family members. That's right. You think that's natural? Everyone thinks this is natural. To get fat and have all of your attributes actually diminish. That's right. And you won't be able to do anything. You're accepting that? I'm sorry. I can get upstairs better than that. I don't have to accept that. I can walk to my mailbox better than that. I don't have to accept that. You can do all these things better. Like I said, you can lower that regimen of whatever medicine that you're taking with diet and exercise. Because probably you're taking something for high blood pressure or high cholesterol or even diabetes. And not just that, a lot of other things tie into being overweight. How is your digestive system working? Do you have what they call irritable bowel movement? Do you have a hiatal hernia? All of these things come from overeating. That's right. If we could get that under control, you'd be surprised how many illnesses will go away. Let's do 25 sit-ups. I'm going to do 25 crunches. We need to do something. Doing nothing is going to hurt. More than what you think. So you can curtail it, or you can live with it. Whichever way you want to do it, it's going to happen. All you have to do is look around. People tend to think that you can live the same way as you grow older as you did when you were younger. It doesn't work like that. Your habits need to change as we age, because your body is not going to be able to withstand what you did as you were younger. So if we don't understand that, then we're going to suffer. So it's up to you. I'd like to encourage you to doing something, because feeling miserable just doesn't cut. Doesn't cut it for me, and I'm sure it won't cut it for you either. So let's do something about it. Let's work together. How about that? Teamwork. That's what it's all about. Work out with your friends. Work out with your girlfriend. Work out with your boyfriend. Work out with your wife, your husband. Whoever your better half is, work out with them, so that you can make each other look better and feel better. That's right. That's my message. The Latchbar is available on Shopify and on my website, www.lw500products.net. You know, as you age, you have to find out also the right things to work out with. A lot of us are hell-bent in our old methods. Once again, our old methods are primitive, and they come at a cost. That's right. So if you think that you can continue to lift those barbells and dumbbells, you're only kidding yourself. they are not going to get you in shape. They're not going to lower your cholesterol, and they're not going to lower your blood pressure. Strengthening your arms is important. However, getting rid of what you have attained here in your abdomen is even more important. So that should be your target area, and all the other areas will strengthen. If you're using the Latchbar sit-up method, you're strengthening your arms and your core at the same time. Heck, you can use this, you can lay down in your bed and do this. That's right, and then you can stand up right next to your bed and jog in place. That's right, that's how much space you need. If you have determination, there's ways of getting things done. Let's do 25 crunches. You can only help yourself. No one else can help you. Like I said, as we age, everything changes. And the methods that we use to work out also change. I know we're stuck in our ways, but making your arms stronger doesn't do anything for your core. This is what you want to make stronger, and this is where you want to lose weight, because this is where your cholesterol is at, in all that fat that's around your belly, in that tire. That's where that high blood pressure is generated from. You need to work on that. Do some cardio. Do some abdominal exercise. It'll help you. It'll decrease your blood pressure. It'll decrease your cholesterol. It might save your life. That's right. That's how important working out is. It might save your life. So let's stop procrastinating and let's take your life more serious. If you're not working out, if you don't have a workout regimen, start. Make sure you get a doctor's checkup before you start anything that you haven't been doing for a long while, to make sure that your body is in shape enough to withstand exercising. Don't take it for granted. You could give yourself a heart attack. That's right. So make sure that you're in shape before starting anything, shape enough to do what you want to do. That's what I mean. Then you can get yourself physically in shape. Watch your diet. Not only how much food you eat, but what you eat. Remember, fast foods is definitely no good for you. It's good in a pinch, and it tastes good, but is it good for you? So if you're a fast food eater, Control the amount that you eat, just like you control anything else. Those fries are the worst. They may taste the best. The fries are the worst. That beef with all that cholesterol is no good either, though. Keep that in mind. Don't eat a bacon eater. Your body's going to be in shock after you eat something like that. Anyway, let's have some fun. We got 2 more steps to complete, and we will have completed our 10 set. 25 sit-ups. Let's do it. Oh yes, feeling real good. As you can see, using the Latchbar strengthens your arms and your abs and your back all at the same time. That's right. There you are. 10 set, complete once again. Boy, do I feel good. That's right, I feel good. You would feel good too if you did the same thing every day. Imagine how your health would improve. Yeah. I know it takes a lot of effort and discipline. Would you want to trade that for your health? What do you want to do then? Get yourself busy to help your health instead of poisoning your health continuously. Because that's what we're doing. Yeah. How does it feel? Not good. So we got to do something about it. So let's get busy. Don't take all this effort for granted that I'm trying to share with you, because it's certainly going to come to fruition. Help yourself. You can do it. Thank you all and have a wonderful day. Well, I guess we'll continue here for a moment. But I'll say once again, thank you all and have a wonderful day.